It's been a while since we've talked about one particular Marvel project, and that's Thunderbolts. This film was announced in June 2022 during D23 Expo.
The Thunderbolts are finally coming to the screen, and they are a ragtag bunch, and I want you to meet them. Starting with our director, Mr. Jake Schreier. I also want you to say hi to Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who's playing Valentina 𝗪𝗓𝗡.
And we do have some updated news regarding this film. Florence Pugh will be reprising her role as Yelena Belova alongside Black Widow co-star David Harbour, who will be returning as Red Guardian. Olga Kurylenko's Taskmaster will also return from the opening film of Phase 4, in what we can only hope is a larger role for such an interesting character. And speaking of Florence Pugh, she became one of the MCU's first major new characters of the multiverse saga in 2021, debuting alongside Scarlett Johansson in Black Widow. She would later return in a role for the Hawkeye series on Disney+, and she's primed to take on her first headlining appearance next year as she plays the leading role in the upcoming Thunderbolts team-up film. In June of this year, however, Marvel revisited an announcement regarding how Yelena Belova would star in her own limited comic series. The cover of this comic run features Yelena in her memorable White Widow costume, sitting in a huge spiderweb hammock as she dons her classic Black Widow gauntlets and a shotgun in her left hand. It was apparent that Pugh had a blast shooting with Scarlett Johansson for Black Widow and is very excited about her return to Marvel as this character. "I'm incredibly grateful to be moving forward with the MCU," she said. "I'm incredibly grateful to have had the original experience and to be able to step back into that world again in my old character." Now moving on to Thunderbolts, Yelena's next time showing up in the MCU should be in 2024's Thunderbolts. Initial drafts of the script were penned by Eric Pearson, a veteran within the MCU, having written the Black Widow screenplay, as well as Thor Ragnarok alongside Craig Kyle and Christopher L. Yost. Very little is known about the movie so far, and that includes the plot. We have the briefest of synopsis to go on, with the film being described as a group of anti-heroes goes on missions for the government. And even though we don't have a whole lot of details to go off of, we have heard from the cast.
Am I excited? Hugely excited. It's been obviously a few years, and I feel like I'm really grateful that there's been some time between them all, because it gives me more time to figure out where she is and where she's going, and I think I'm just so grateful to be a part of that family.
And we can remember when we got to see another interview from a few other members of the cast list shortly after the movie was announced.
What was it like coming out here on stage at D23 today and making this huge announcement?
Somewhat surreal. We're delighted to be here, of course, but we haven't made the movie yet.
Right.
So it's kind of a strange, backwards experience, but we're stoked.
It's a really good point that I always forget. It starts off really well, and hopefully it ends the same way.
And as of now, the production of the film has been paused, but showing no signs of cancellation. Marvel's Thunderbolts will be hitting cinemas on December 20th, 2024. But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What are your thoughts on this, and what do you hope from this film when it does eventually release? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
Have you seen the script or anything yet?
We cannot answer that question.
No, yeah. There's a lot of questions we can't answer. That's the number one we can't answer.
What's the best part about being here today and just being a part of the Marvel family?
Well, my children are very impressed with what I do now. Yeah.